The 2020 domestic football season is about to come to a close, but fear not, football lovers, as the international game is about to crank up a notch with the return of the UEFA Nations League. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. Today we're taking a look at the Nations League Group B Section 3. That's right, we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash the old subscribe, bang out today with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Nations League related, football related. We got it all here under one roofski, of course. Yes, so the past few days we've been looking at the previous groups and all that kind of jazz, and now we're getting into the back end of it, of course. Still many groups to look at. Forever changing, from never ending, it's the Nations League. So let's get into it in just 1 second. Of course, big shout out to the Patreon gang supporting the channel in the way that they do. So that's my other family, the Patreon. So respect to them for supporting the channel in the way that they do. Of course, putting a smile on my face, supporting the channel. If you guys want to join that illustrious VIP gang and family, there is a link in the old description. It's patreon.com/Roverseas. Check that bad boy out, and you can become a brother for life. That's right. We could be family. We could be talking on the phone like in the 80s, like, hey, how you doing? And all this kind of stuff. We're gonna be airtight. That's right. So let's get into it, folks, and take a look, of course, at the nations that make up this fabulous group. It is Group B, Section C, and it's going to start with Serbia. That's right, Serbia, managed by they play their football at the Rajko Micic Stadium. They're captained by Alexander Kolarov. Was he formerly of Man City or Chelsea or something? Anyway, their most capped player is Branislav Ivanovic. Or was he the Chelsea Man City guy? I can't remember. Kolarov was Kolarov. Ivanovic was Chelsea. Kolarov was Man City. The top goal scorer is Stjepan Bokovic, 38 goals to his name. Currently ranked 29th in the world. Their currently highest rank was 6th back in 1998. And their lowest rank was 101 back in 1994. They are joined by Turkey. That's right, coached by Şenol Güneş. They play their football in a variety of stadiums across Turkey. They're captained by Emre Belözoğlu. Their most capped players are Rustu Reseba, I believe that's a goalkeeper, 120 games for his name. Their top goal scorer is an ex-Rover, Hakan Şükür, 51 goals. Of course, he's on the shit list over in Turkey. I think he's driving a taxi over here, or an Uber over in the States. Correct me if I'm wrong. But for me, he's a ledge because he played for the mighty blue and white. Of course, currently ranked 29th in the world, highest ranked 5th in the world. That was in 2004. The lowest rank was 67th back in 1993. They're joined by Hungary, who are coached by Marco Rossi. They play their football at the Puskás Arena. They're captained by Balas Durskacic. The most capped players were Gabor Kirike. I think he's ex-Crystal Palace goalkeeper. 108 games to his name. The top goal scorer was, of course, named after the stadium. Well, the stadium was named after him, Ferenc Puskás, with 84 goals. Goodness gracious me, that's a tally. The current ranked 52nd in the world. 18th was their highest ranking in 2016. The lowest was 87th in 1996. But way back when, before the FIFA rankings, Hungary were one of the nations to beat, boys. They were one of the cream of the crop when the Puskás was around. So, yeah, that might be a bit of a false thing, that 18th. They were much better than that way back when. And they're joined, of course, by Mother Russia, coached by Stanislav Chechyshev. They play their football in a variety of stadiums. Of course, they've got so many to choose from now these days with the former World Cup stadiums knocking about. They're captained by Artem Tugba. Most capped player was Sergei Shingashevic, 127 games for Russia. Top goal scorer is Alexander Kirkosov, 30 goals for him. Currently ranked 38th in the world. Again, they are climbing the footballing ladder after not having to play in a qualifying game since the World Cup, before the World Cup or whatever. So they're starting to climb. I think they're much higher than 38th. They're probably in the 20s, if I'm honest with you. Highest ranked 3rd in the world, 1996. Lowest rank 70th in 2018. And again, just like Hungary, they were once a powerhouse, ultimate powerhouse in football way back when. So let's take a look. That's the nations that make up this group. What about the games then? This is what we're here to talk about, really. So this is Nations League Group B, Section 3, and it will be starting off on the 3rd of September. Now, we're not going to go into too much detail here because we're just going to blitz through these, and I'm going to tell you who I think will come out on top in this group. We'll do the match day by match day videos back end of August, probably around about the 20-something of August, so make sure you stick around for that. But yeah, Who do I think will come out on top? Well, let's plough through them and have a quick look then, shall we? Russia will take on Serbia in the opening day on the 3rd of September. That will be a nice one over in Russia, and I think this is going to be a tight one. But I'm going to go with Russia to opening day victory, 3-1 win in the end to give themselves a nice start to the group. Next up, alongside them on the same match day, Turkey. Now, they are very difficult to beat at home, Turkey, so I expect them to be a difficult unit here. Home is where it's all out, though, and they're going to start with a nice, comfortable, clean sheet as well. 2-0 win over Hungary on the same match day. Into the next game, a couple of days later, on the 6th of September, Hungary will take on Russia as well, and it'll be another victory for Russia. Back-to-back wins for them as they start the campaign on the front foot. Serbia will take on Turkey as well, and this is where it might get a little bit tricky for Turkey. They'll stumble a little bit with a 2-2 draw. Serbia will pick up their first point on the board with a 2-2 draw as well. 6th of September, that game, so that will complete the first double match day. Into the month of October we go. Russia will take on Turkey in a monstrous one here. This probably could decide the end of it. Of course, both teams unbeaten so far in my eyes, and I think Russia will get another victory as well at home. 3-2 win in the end. Goals galore on that one, 5 in it to boot. And then Serbia and Hungary will be a must-win game for both of these two nations already. As we reach the halfway mark, they must get a victory, and I think Serbia will do just that. 2-0 win in the end. Hungary, I don't really rate them that much these days. They used to be good, of course, back in the day, way back when. Serbia are one of those teams you just don't want to play. They're just awkward. They're an awkward little team and a nation. Not little one, I mean, in football-wise, they're one of them. They're a tricky unit. They could beat you out on most match days, but they could also be very, very shit on another day. So Serbia are awkward, and especially at home, I think they're going to be difficult to beat. And so far, they've an unbeaten tally of 2 games with a win and a draw. So into the halfway mark we go, and it looks like Russia and Turkey are in the driving seat. Serbia are the best of the rest. Hungary are scrambling. So next up, Russia taking on Hungary on the 14th of October. Is that correct? That is correct. And it's going to be another win for Russia. So 3 wins on the spin, an unbeaten home campaign. In fact, a faultless home campaign for Russia on this one as they take care of Hungary 3-0 in the end. Turkey will also take on Serbia, also at home. And that'll be another victory for Turkey. And that'll be back-to-back clean sheets at home and back-to-back victories as well. So Turkey away form, not great, but the home form is solid. Same can be said for Russia. And Hungary and Serbia definitely not in the conversation for top 2. Meanwhile, they're going to be battling for the relegation of the wooden spoon as it stands. Into the penultimate match day we go. Turkey taking on Russia in probably the deciding factor here, and it'll be, of course, Turkey at home. 3 clean sheets on the bounce over in Turkey, 3 2-0 wins in my eyes as well, so comfortable win for Turkey to put them in the driving seat. I think was their away tally, just 1 draw. The game against Hungary will be massive for them. Hungary will take on Serbia as well on the same match day on the 15th of November, and it'll be all square. Point for Hungary, point for Serbia. Not really getting anywhere with that though. They needed to win that one, and to be honest, on the reverse fixture, Serbia did beat Hungary, so Serbia looked like they're in the driving seat here. And then the final match day will be Hungary against Turkey, and Turkey will pick up an away day, 2-0 win as well. Keep an airtight defence, of course, and also possibly putting them into the promotion candidates. And Serbia will take on Russia, and I think Serbia will snatch the victory 2-1 in the end to give themselves a positive end and an also unbeaten end at home for Serbia. So they both Hungary, in fact, when I say both, Russia, Turkey, and Serbia unbeaten home campaigns with Hungary like chief whipping boys in this group, and that is reflected in the table here. As you can see, Hungary just the 1 draw, 5 defeats, 1 point on the board with a -11 goal difference. Out of their depth, I would say. Next up, Serbia in 3rd spot. Unfortunately, 2 wins, 2 draws, and 2 defeats, 8 points on the board. And they're just ousted by Russia, who are in 2nd with 4 wins, 2 defeats, 12 points on the board. But it is Turkey coming out on top with 15 points, 4 wins, 1 draw, and 1 defeat with a goal difference of +7. That's what I think will happen in the Nations League B Group 3. Do you agree with my Nations League Group B, Group C, whatever it is, you know what it is. But yeah, Turkey coming out on top. The cream rises to the top, ousting Russia in the process and putting Hungary in the relegation discussion. Whether it is cold hard relegation or playoff, I don't know. Meanwhile, Serbia will be with Russia in this level for another year. That's my picks. Get your own predictions in nice and early down below in the old comment section. And we do it all again tomorrow, folks. We'll do it all again when we take a look at Nations League Group B, Section 4. And yeah, that's it. That's what I've got for you. So do you agree or disagree with that? Get your own comments in the description down below. I've also check out the description as well. Links to my other social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, and of course Patreon if you want to support the channel in another way, boys and girls. That's the place to do it. Patreon.com/overseas. You can support the channel in another way. And of course, be sure to give the love. smashing the thumbs up, smashing the subscribe as well, and also the little bell so you don't miss a beat. It's Nations League Bonanza here on the channel. Of course, other stuff is happening as and when. Tomorrow it is Group 4, like I said, in the same section or whatever, and this includes the Republic of Ireland and Wales. It'll be a mini sort of Battle of Britain. Of course, Ireland not in Britain no more, but Wales are, and they'll be wanting to come out on top against their Irish counterparts. Of course, they'll know each other from the domestic game. But until then, though, give this video some love, smash it, the old thumbs up, smash the old subscribe, smash the old Patreon. I'll see you all very soon. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.